I would love to invite our youngest friends to join me up here as we have a little conversation together. Kiddos, come on up, please. Don't leave me hanging. We're gonna come over here. Hi. Hi. Let's see. Jacob, can you help me? Could you get this shell? Hazel, could you come and get this rubber band, please? Can you get that little rubber band? Could you hold this rock, please? Thank you. Good morning. Hi, Fiona. Good morning, everyone. I am so glad to see you all. Now, before we get started up here, I need to ask our grown-up friends out here, are there any science teachers in our space today? Okay. Yay. I'm going to offer advance apologies for what is going to be some very rudimentary scientific language I'm going to use up here. Okay, what do I have here, friends? Water. I have a bowl of water, right? And it's what? Water. It's water, duh, Mac. So water has some incredible properties, right? Do you guys have science class in your schools? Yeah. You used to? Yeah. Do you ever learn cool things about water? Like, for example, how when you blow bubbles in water, like this, do those bubbles go up or down? Yeah, they always go up, don't they? The air.
With milk, they stay up.
And with milk, they stay up sometimes? I didn't even know that. Okay. So, see, science teachers right here. Good job, Jacob. Hazel, could you put that rubber band here? Let's see. Is this going to float, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Just drop. It does. Look at that. Do you know what?
I thought it was going to float.
You thought it was going to float too, didn't you? Yeah. This floats. Len, tell me if I'm wrong here. Rubber bands float because of something called surface tension on the top of the water. So the stuff that makes up water, all these molecules stick really closely together so that when you lay something on top of it that's light like that, it floats because all of those molecules stay together and hold it up. Now let's see. We don't have a boat, but I have this shell that we're going to use our imaginations and pretend is a boat. Can you flip that over, Jacob? Let's see. Is this going to float?
Yes.
That does float, doesn't it? Now this is a lot heavier than a rubber band. Yeah. So anybody know why something like this floats?
Water get in it.
Yeah, because what happens if water gets in it?
Then it sinks.
Exactly. Because water is heavy, right? And when it fills up with that heavy water, it sinks. But when we just set it on top of here, some of the water, what happens is it's what we say is it gets displaced. Like you put this on there and the water moves away in the same amount of weight as this shell, something like that. And so it floats up here, right? Now, I just read a story from the Bible, from Matthew's Gospel, about Jesus walking on the water. Whoops. So if all of these things can float, thanks, Jacob, or if we see those bubbles rising up to the air, or if we watch Hazel drop a rubber band on there and it floats, how do we think Jesus maybe stayed on top of the water? Not putting water in his shoes? I mean, that would be a good scientific experiment. Yeah, not letting water in his shoes. Yeah, that might make him sink if he had iron shoes on. That's for sure. I think plastic shoes. Yeah, I think it might be because Jesus is God. And who made all of creation, including science? God, right? God used science to create this incredible world that we have. And so, of course, if Jesus decides he wants to walk on the water, he can do that. Then his friend Peter, who was in a boat that was getting all tossed around in this storm on the lake, also decided, like, if Jesus can do that, maybe I should be able to do that too. And so, you don't think so, Hazel? No? You wouldn't want to try walking on the water?
No.
Me neither. That seems a little scary to me too.
If it were a storm, I wouldn't.
If it were a storm, you wouldn't. Yeah, me either. Jacob would belly flop on the water. You would say it again, Mac?
I tried walking in air and on a zip line.
You tried walking on air on a zip line. Yeah. Didn't work so well, huh? Yeah. Well, so Peter saw Jesus walking on the water and he said, Jesus, if that's really you, tell me to come on out and I'll walk on the water too. And so Jesus said, okay, come on out here. Do you think Peter was probably scared because the water was so stormy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been too. But he nonetheless looks Jesus right in the eye and takes a step out there. And he is also able to walk on the water for at least a few minutes. Now, what do you think was holding Peter up on the water? Trust. His trust in Jesus, right? He believed in Jesus, who was the creator of the universe, and in Jesus' power to be able to hold him up. He trusted that Jesus would be able to do that, right? And that's kind of, I wish I could too, girl. Wouldn't that be so cool? Yeah. Well, one of the things that I want us to remember then about today's story is that when Jesus invites us into things that even feel a little bit scary, like walking on a stormy sea might feel a little bit scary, that it's our trust in Jesus that lets us get through even those stormy and scary times, right? And it's our trust in Jesus that makes sure that we don't do like the rock, which goes, what, just plops right down there and sinks, doesn't it? Yeah. It's our trust in Jesus that helps us get through stormy, scary times in our lives. Would you do a repeat after me prayer with me? Okay, let's hold our hands up like this to the heavens and the creator of the universe. Ready? Dear God, thank you for loving us.
Thank you for loving us.
Thank you for being trustworthy.
Thank you for being trustworthy.
Thank you for all of creation.
Thank you for all creation.
And thank you for keeping us safe even in stormy waters.
Thank you for keeping us safe.
Amen. Thanks, friends. Thanks for your help.